I have a confession to make. In 2018, I quit my job to sell Pokemon cards, and I failed. Although things may be looking good now, I need to explain how I got here. I was earning $50,000 per year at my job in the supermarket. Being a high school dropout with no further education, I thought this was my ceiling. After 8 years in a terrible workplace, I came to realize that I was digging a hole that I eventually wouldn't be able to get out of. I noticed the people around me were stuck, and I didn't want that to be me. I was 3 years into selling Pokemon cards. I was pouring every dollar and every spare hour I had into my side hustle. With my weekly wage in Pokemon card sales, I thought I was unstoppable. The moment I started doing better in my side hustle than my real job, the cracks began to show. I realized the problems with working in the real world. The people who put more effort in are rewarded with more work. Being tempted to stay back, work longer hours on your own time just because everyone else was. Sacrificing days off, postponing time off. I hated it, but I had no choice. There were two things I looked forward to every day. Waking up in the morning to see my sales from overnight and coming home from my job. I wanted a change. I needed a change. I didn't realize what having a job meant to me. It separated good from evil. All my time working at home, working on my craft, it was also my hobby. I loved it. I was thriving. The moment I took that out of the equation, things changed. Let me explain. At 4 a.m. I would wake up, pack some orders. At 4:45 I would walk by the post office and drop my packages off. Between 5 a.m. and 3 p.m. I would work, grind, get through the day. The moment I got home, 4 p.m. till whenever I passed out, that was my leisure time. That was the best version of me. What I didn't realize was that my business was an escape from the day job. When I had bad days at work, I always had something to look forward to. I didn't realize how crucial this was. You know what they say? Find a job you love and you'll never work a day in your life. I took it a little bit too seriously. So I quit my job. My Pokemon business was doing great. Surely it would just keep doing better and better. Emotions took the best of me. Boy, was I wrong. I didn't do my calculations. I thought I was doing better than I was. I was terrible with money, still with high expensive car loans, credit card debt. The money I was getting from my job was the only thing keeping me afloat. Getting paid $1,000 a week was a whole lot different to selling $1,000 per week. Within a few months, my savings started to dip. Bills piled up. I was searching for roommates. I moved in with my girlfriend to save money. I sold my personal collection of cards. I tried everything. But it didn't matter. I couldn't keep up. The money wasn't flowing and I stopped buying. Since I wasn't buying, the sales stopped coming in. It kept spiraling. I quit my job to pursue my dream, and I ended up failing. I didn't want to look weak. I didn't want to look like I was a failure in front of my family, in front of my partner, so I started applying for new jobs. I luckily got a job as an office worker. Life started to pick up. The wage helped me pay off my debts and buy more stock. The stock helped me get more sales. The sales helped me get more stock. Everything was going well. Fast forward 6 months. Life was amazing. I fixed my bill situation, worked towards a lower cost of living. My relationship was better than ever, and I felt unstoppable. But I was still working. I decided to take the leap of faith again. I quit my job and moved 6 hours out of the city to save money, and I never looked back. Luck definitely played a part in this, more luck than you could ever imagine. 2019 was an amazing year for my Pokemon business. My first year selling over $100,000. The feeling was incredible, but the future had different plans. COVID completely changed the landscape for trading cards and online selling. The world changed. I focused on business. Money was my only goal. I changed. I became bitter, greedy. I was an asshole. The whole space wasn't right. People were angry, scared, and only cared for themselves. Early 2020 was a horrible time, and I wondered if I made a mistake. Fast forward to today. Almost 4 years since COVID started. Almost 4 years since I quit my job for the second time. Has it worked out? Was it for the better? Have I failed or succeeded? Who am I as a person? Have I changed? What determines success? My bank account? My sales figures? My Pokemon card collection? That's why I started this YouTube channel. I want to help people. I want to show people there's a better path, and there are ways to make small changes to benefit our lives. I want to know if I died tomorrow, I was an influence on people's lives for the better.
You ruined your own last fight.